people, I had a request to do a video of making my fuchsia, and so here I am, going to get started. Because my iPad, it's one of the old early ones, doesn't have Zoom, I'm going to have to build up a layer or two so I can get nearer to the camera. So here's my box of lace, one of them, and I'll put this on top. Let's see, that's the best I can do. Right, okay, so what we want, if you go to my blog and download the pattern, you want these two shapes from the pattern supplied. I did make these a little bit bigger purely for showing you, but I mean, of course you can use whatever size you want, but they're the two shapes to begin with. This is for the inner part of the fuchsia, and that's the outer part. Okay, so the next thing we want is to cut several pieces of felt. The larger piece was cut with it on the fold. In fact, the smaller size as well. So you actually have the piece of felt folded. I think this is too close. Hang on. Let's take this off. Oh. That's better, isn't it? Right, so the larger piece, pattern piece, you want your piece of felt folded over, right? Place your pattern piece on top and then cut round it with the fold at the smaller end. And because I'm not sure of how many of the larger pieces I wanted, I cut 5, which I think will be more than enough. So you want 5 of those, possibly. And also, for the smaller piece, that's again the fold end. And you want to do exactly the same, fold it over, place the pattern piece on top with the smaller end on the fold, and cut 5 of those. Putting your pattern pieces aside, you also need some stamens. Now, fluff there. You want to place them so that they're all at different lengths, one side. So when you fold it over, you get a nice variety of lengths. Then you need, where's it gone? There it is. You need a bulldog clip to act as a second hand. Okay, find the centre of the folded fuchsias, your finger holding the middle thereabouts, and poke them in there. Alright, it's only for a moment. Then with a threaded needle, and you need strong button thread. This is the one I'm using. Doesn't matter what make, as long as it's strong, because you're going to do a lot of tugging. So then, with your piece here, your stamens, thread through the folded end and hold the tail. Okay, then start wrapping your thread round a couple of times. Okay, let go and start making an anchor knot. Oops. Then keep wrapping it around like that at that end, like so, and then you'll have to excuse my shakes if you notice any shaking, because yeah, got a problem with shaking. Great, eh? So that's held. Okay, so now with the smaller red ones, fold it over and just offset it slightly like that. Don't have to go silly, you know, just like a little bit. Then, oops. Then with your thread, catch it into the middle and anchor stitch it. I'm using a big needle because I can't thread a small one, they're just too small. Okay, so that's okay for now. Then wrap it round and catch it there. Right, and wrap that end round and catch that. Like so. And just do a little anchor stitch. So you get it wrapped like that. Now we want to do a couple more. I don't think we need all those actually. That might be enough for another one. Where you've got the fold there, like at the end I mean, again offset a petal, double petal, and centre that over that end, like so. So there that is, and there we go there. Get your needle, anchor stitch the middle again. You could do a tidier job yourself, but you know, like using the same colour thread and be more tidy with your sewing, but to be honest, you don't see this anyway. It gets covered. So again, wrap that round, catch that end there, and then wrap that end round. Pull that too. And anchor stitch. Right, so that's two of these double petals. Now I think that might be enough actually, so we've got 3 over, enough for another one. I'll put them to one side. See, so I put rather a lot of red petals in the centre. I don't think I needed that many because I think this is more elegant. So again with the larger purple ones now, we put aside all the red ones. Ooh, undo my thread. Again offset it And again, catch the middle and overlap it. And do an anchor stitch. Wrap that round, go across there and catch the end of that one, that side. And then turn it round and do the same with the other side, catch it. You might want to do this with a hot glue gun. I know you ladies in America and Canada favour gluing, but here in the UK we tend to stick to sewing because we don't like the idea of maybe it coming undone later on down the line. So again, do it with another one, another double petal. Terrible when you've got long nails and can't pick up, isn't it? Again, find the middle. And anchor that. And then wrap that round as best you can. And you're also slowly hiding the end with how you're layering your petals, you see. And then pull that layer round. Oops, gotcha. So, there we are, slowly getting there. And then just anchor stitch that and thread up again. I think just one more. I don't know. I think that's might be too many. And if you think that they're a little bit long, you can always trim it down anyway. But that's how I made my fuchsia. It's a little bit different to this one because I rather packed this up rather a lot. Maybe with too many petals, but there we are. I don't think I'll bother with a second layer, and I can save these for doing another fuchsia. So that's that. Oh, I love them. I really love them. And then what I did a shabby chicy one with lace. So there's a smaller lace in the centre there. Hang on, let me open it up. Ooh. So there's the centre lace, and then I layered it with a wider lace. I'll show you the lace. Here it is. Oops, it's all come undone off the board. So there's the lace I used. This is actually a stretchy one. But I just like the lace so much. So that's the wider one I used. And for the skinny one, I used this one. And that too is a stretchy one. So there we are. They're the two I used. And I love the lacy fuchsia. I think it's gorgeous. You just make sure that you keep, because what I did with these, I'll tell you what, I'll make one. It's so much better to show you rather than explain, because I'm absolutely rubbish at explaining. So here's some very fine stamens, so I'm going to use several of these ones. That do. They're very fine. Maybe too fine, but never mind. Whew. Okay, caught it. Brilliant. So there's several stamens, and again I'll do what I did before with catching them. My thread, catch the middle, catch the end of that thread, and then wrap round several times. There we go. And a knot. Right, so that's that one. Look how fine they are. And they're gorgeous. Can't remember. I think I got them on eBay. Right, so that's that. With the lacy one, the narrower one, I caught the end. I didn't bother cutting petal shapes. And in fact, you might be able to do this all right with fabric, even, you know. Who knows? Oh, that's what I did. I folded that in first. Right, so then I've folded that down to that end. In fact, I'll knot that now. Catch it. There we go. Then I twisted like so and caught it there. Then loosely wrap it round and maybe put a little tiny pleat there, and then catch it with some thread. And then loosely wrap it again with a tiny little tuck. and catch it with some thread again. And you just keep doing that every so often, and not always putting a little pleat in, but just every now and then. Sorry if I'm going off camera. My arms are killing me doing this because I'm so high up on a crate to show you this. But I so wanted to show you how to do a little lacy shabby chic one. Right, just keep going on and on and on until you're happy with the amount of lace for the centre. And I think that's about it for me on this one. So with some scissors, cut it off. And fold it up like that. And it's so nice to do a fuchsia than a rose, because there's just so many tutorials on making a rose, but I don't recall ever seeing one on making a lace fuchsia. So how nice would this be as a change, a pleasant change as well, to have that, you know, in your mini album or something. Just delightful, absolutely delightful. So that's me done on that. So now we're going to work on the bigger one, the bigger lace. Where's my end? So again, fold that up like so, so you don't have a scaggy end. Catch it up onto the outside of the little centre. Don't worry about that bit at the moment. We'll come to that later. Then wrap this around, and as you do, you catch it with your thread. Go round, catch it with your thread. Don't forget to always catch it with your thread. Then as you go round, pleating it, again you catch it, because you don't want it all unravelling before your eyes. That would just really upset you. Right, turn it round a little bit again. Sorry, I can't get any closer. Catch that end again. Turn it round. And don't pull your lace, because you want it to sort of flare out with some pretty little folds. Keep going round. just keep going round and round, and don't forget to keep putting pleats in. And when you pleat it, remember to work it to the centre, you know, the end, because you don't want to have it so tight you can't see the inner part of the fuchsia. I think one more, maybe two. One more, and that'll do it for me. Oh. I think actually just another one again. Another one. So I'll cut that end off. And then pull that end up. So you saw what I did? Fold that end up. Put a little fold in. And that's your last one. And catch it. Do an anchor stitch. There we go. Oops. And there's your fuchsia. So that would go with that one. Look how pretty that is to have them both together. And you imagine that, say, on my I could put them on there, couldn't I? How glorious would that be? So one in there. See? So there we are, my quick little tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, keep having fun. I mean, they're just so lovely to make. To put in a little gift bag for somebody. There we are. My fuchsias. Cheerio everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye, I'll be back soon with something else. Bye bye.